And these are 5 ways how to be a good tour guide, especially when you guide the guests while being outdoor. By following the instruction from the video, there are several points here. That is, the guide should face the sun, take off your glasses, prepare for elements, communicate ahead of time, and you have to know and is certain to keep your guests comfortable. And I'm trying to explain them. And for the first, the guide should face the sun. It means you shouldn't block anything, include the view. And off your sunglasses when greeting people will make you more polite. Be prepared for elements, you have to take it as appropriately as you can and communicate ahead of time. At the first is the most important thing. And you trying to keep your guests comfortable. For being a guide, you have been able to make that situation comfort, fun, enjoyable, and you have to be talking to strangers well. And I think this gonna help you to be a good tour guide.
5 tips how to lead a tour outdoors. First, the guide should face the sun. The tour guide should be facing the sun, not the guest, so the guest can feel comfort. 2. Take off your sunglasses when greeting people. When you're doing your introduction or when you're talking to the guest, you should take off your sunglasses. Warmly greet the guest, make some eye contact with the guest. 3. Be prepared for the elements and bring extra supplies for the guests. For example, sunscreen, sweaters, umbrella. The guests will see how prepared you are. 4. Communicate ahead of time what guests need for your tour. We have to ask the guests, are they gonna need something? And the last, know and use your terrain to keep your guests comfortable. This tip about things like natural shades, good places to sit even though you're outdoors.
5 tips how to lead tour outdoor. 1. The guide should face the sun. Tour guide should always put in the sun in your eyes and making it very comfortable for your guests. 2. Take off your sunglasses when greeting people. Walk up all the time, don't use sunglasses all the time. Take the sunglasses off warmly, greet them, the eye contact, you guests will feel more connected with you. 3. Be prepared for the elements and bring extra supplies for guests. Classic things like some sunscreen or maybe bug spray. If get back in your backpack, always have some extra. 4. Communicate ahead of time what guests need for your tour. And last, know and use your terrain to keep your guests comfortable, talking about things like natural and good places to sit down.
So I will tell and explain how to lead a tour outdoors. The first point is the guide should face the sun. As a tour guide, we should always put the sun in our eyes so people can see our spirit to guide them to make them more comfortable. And the second point is take off your sunglasses when greeting people because use sunglasses can make our face look cold and of course the people you guide will be not comfortable. And the third point is be prepared for the elements and bring extra supplies for guests if they're needed in urgent time. And the fourth point is communication ahead of time what guests need to your tour. And the fifth point is know and use your terrain to keep your guests comfortable.
There are 5 that we must pay attention to when becoming a tour guide. 1. The guide should face the sun. 2. Take off your sunglasses when greeting people. The goals that guests feel comfortable and feel appreciated. 3. Be prepared for extra supplies for guests. 4. Communicate ahead of time what guests need for your tour. And 5. Know and use your train to keep your guests comfortable. Knowing the place and train to which it is intended is obligatory for a tour guide. With this, they will be able to take guests where they want to go.
Okay, thank you for the change. My name is Renty Ngogoy, and now I will give you a tips about how to lead a tour outdoor. Okay, so the first tip is the guide should face the sun. The guide should face the sun. As the tour guide, your face should always be the one that faces the sun, so the tourists won't ever be dazzled by the sun. The second one is take off your glasses when you're greeting with people. If you're using any shades, it is better for you. It is more polite for you to take it off when you're greeting with people. The third one is be prepared for the elements and bring extra supplies for the guests. As the tour guide, you should always be extra for anything, which is in this case outdoor elements such as sunscreen and umbrellas for a change of rain. You should always bring extra of these elements. Okay, the next one is communicate ahead of time what the guests need for your tour. Make sure your guests prepare about anything they might encounter. Tell them what they should bring before the day. Then the last one is as the tour guide, you should know your terrain and use it terrain to keep your guests comfortable. For example of this, you as the tour guide should know where is the comfort place to stop, where is the best place to stop your group, it is for a rest or just talking about the places. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity to meet. Now, whether we are in the position of a tour guide or fellow tourists, it is important for us to be able to handle extraordinary events of this kind. In general, tour guides are people who have more knowledge about the destination to be visited. Example of conversation. Tour guide will pass the Japanese Zen Park in a few minutes, people. There are things we can learn. Number one, anticipating etc. events. Number two, find out some potential question from travelers. Number three, the answer the tour guide must give. Thank you.